Hey guys, this is Stephanie Heller, and I'm coming to you live on a really hot end of June, early July day in Scottsdale, Arizona. It is about 115 out, but I am staying cool here in my husband's office, and I wanted to come on and give you a few little quick tips about personal chefs using social media. So if some of you have been following me for a bit, I am the owner of Ripe Personal Chef Services in Scottsdale. And I also do professional business coaching for personal chefs to run their own highly profitable business. So I'm on social media a lot. I know a lot of you. I'm sure some of you have been following me, and I wanted to share some best practices for using your leverage as a personal chef online. So the first thing is you want to get in front of the right people. The right people are people who want your service and can afford it. How do you know this? You need to be doing research on who your target client is and where they're hanging out. Just posting random food pictures online and just hoping somebody's going to see it is not the best way to leverage your service. The second thing is you want your profiles to match across platforms. What that means is in your Instagram bio, it needs to be virtually the same thing that's in your Facebook business page bio, the same thing that's in your LinkedIn bio. Ideally, they would also have the same cover pictures or picture of you, the logo of your business, whatever it is it needs to match, because people, prospective clients, are going to be checking you out across platforms. They want to see if you're real. They want to see if you know what you're talking about. And when they see a picture of you on one platform in a bikini and then another platform in a personal chef's coat holding a knife, they don't know that that's the same person or if they're professional or what. Make sure those match. Third thing is make sure that your location is listed clearly in each of these bios. I know you think people know where you are because you know where you are, but somebody looking at your Facebook page, let's say you're in Scottsdale, but somebody's looking at my page from California because they have a relative that lives here and they want to buy a gift certificate, they need to know they're in the right place. This is a personal chef service based in Scottsdale. We provide service here to these areas. Make sure your areas are listed. I see this all the time, especially if your phone number area code doesn't match where you're servicing. If you used to live in New York and you have a 917 area code and you've moved to Chicago and you don't say it on your bio or on your Facebook page, people are going to think you're in New York. Make sure that matches. Make sure you have how to get in touch with you. If you prefer phone, if you prefer text, if you prefer email, make sure they know what to do when they see you online. And the last thing in your bio could be a relevant promotion that you're doing. Let's say July 4th is coming up and you are offering a package on barbecues in your home. Or Mother's Day is coming up and you're offering a unique meal for two in the home. Include that in the bio so people see that you're relevant and up to date. Like I said before, make sure the links are correct to your website, that your phone number is correct, and your email. I know it sounds crazy, but I cannot tell you how many personal chefs I work with that it's an old email or the link to their website has one letter off so it doesn't connect. People don't care about that. They're going to click off you in a second. It's an easy fix to make, so take some time to do that. Make sure you're posting appropriately for the platform that you're on. What that means is know where you are. When you're on Instagram, people want to see beautiful photos. They're not going to read a huge, long story about you. They want to see an amazing picture of food, something you're doing, something really easy on the eyes and that will catch them. If you're in Facebook, you could be writing a story, you could be posting a blog. It could be different because Usually people there have a little bit more time. They could be on desktop. They could not just be scrolling, sitting at a light. They could be just, reading other news stories. So work with the platform you're on. LinkedIn is a completely different animal. People are there, professional networking, looking for jobs. Nobody is going to want to see some like crazy video of you, or, you know what I mean. Just know the platform that you're on. The other thing is, I want you to use your postings in a multi-purpose way. You do not have to be creating content over and over and over. Yes, it's amazing if you're taking pictures of your food at every cook day, but you really don't have to. You could take pictures at one cook day, take 20 different pictures, and then spread them out in your calendar, on your media calendar, of how you're going to release them. You don't have to put them all out at once. Even if it's the same event and you feel like you want to show every course of the menu, you could separate it and you have a whole month's worth of content. You also don't need to release on every platform at the same time. What happens is some of your followers and people watching you are going to be on multiple platforms. They're going to see you on Instagram, they're going to see you on Facebook, and it's the same exact picture. You could stagger what you're alternating on each platform. That's the best way to do it. What do you do if you're not computer savvy or techie? I hear this also all the time. I know how to cook. I don't know about computers. I don't know how to post, do videos, anything. Whatever it is, do something. You likely have a smartphone. You're holding a computer in your hand all day long. So is everybody else. Do something. Don't overextend yourself and go on 50 platforms and then realize you have nothing to say, or it's so draining that you're not doing anything. Focus on one or two platforms. That's what I do. I'm not interested in Twitter. I'm not interested in Pinterest. And there's a couple others that are just not on my radar because I know most of my people are not there. Focus, if you're just starting out, on Facebook and Instagram. If you could choose only one of those, choose Facebook. It is your widest audience and it will give you the most bang for your time versus spreading yourself too thin and not having any kind of depth to what you're doing. Two more things on social media for personal chefs. Post clear information spelled correctly. No slang, no inside jokes, not a ton of different emoji icons and crazy stuff, no cursing. I want to be specific, but I'm not going to be like mean to these people, but a lot of people in the groups that I'm in or that I see, a lot of chefs, they post a lot of slang and stuff that does not make sense. It's not just kitchen talk. I mean like different strings of words that just make no sense to your potential client. You need to be talking to somebody who is your potential client. You're not just talking to other chefs. Other chefs are not going to book you. That's not the point of social media. The point of it is to get your service and information in front of people who want, need, and can pay for your service. If you're posting your recipes and your pictures in chef-only groups and wondering why you have no clients, that's why. Because your clients are not in chef-only groups. They're in their own groups. And that's why you need to know who you're cooking for. Be specific in the language. A lot of personal chefs will just post, hey, made this last night. Include who you made it for. You don't have to use the client's name, but you could say, amazing family of 4 in North Scottsdale. Use a location specific thing with what you're doing. It can't just be, hey, look what I did. Nobody cares about that. They don't know how you can help them when you're just saying, hey, look at this. Yeah, that looks amazing. That lasagna looks great. It's so different when you say, cooked this last night for an amazing party of 8. It was a bachelorette party in North Scottsdale. The kitchen had the most amazing appliances. The bachelorette was so sweet and nice. They all loved the molten lava cake I made. Here's a picture of the dessert. Want to book your own party? And then you put your link. You want to draw them in with a story so they can see themselves in that picture. Don't be shy with being specific. The more details you give, the higher rate you're going to have of somebody inquiring about it and saying, hey, I saw this picture. I'm having my bachelorette party there too. What can you guys do? That's happened to us. We changed the way we describe things on social media. Inquiries shot up. This is very important. They need to picture themselves interacting with you. You can include a picture of yourself. You could include a picture of not just the food, the utensils you're using, the plate, how you set out the dining table, lots of different things. Last thing, and this is important, try not to just post for the sake of posting. You want to have a purpose. It's like needless and shameless self-promotion, and people are in tune to that and can catch on that. I see a girl on Instagram, her stuff looks amazing. I have a connection with her because she also lived in Israel and I feel like I know her and I would reach out to her in a second, but on every single post, every single one, regardless of the content or who it's for, she writes under, hire me, hire me, hire me, here's my phone number, here's my email, da 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 da. Like it is this onslaught of book me, book me, book me, not just giving out a beautiful recipe or a great picture or sharing something in your life. It can't just be book me, book me, book me. Nobody wants that because it's like you're looking at an ad and people know that. Also, same thing, know who's looking at your posts. Instagram's a little different because it is very picture and graphic oriented. So I see chefs on there, their stuff looks amazing, and I contact them to see if they want to work for us. And I've done that a few times, obviously if they're in the area. So make sure your area is posted. Make sure you're putting up your best stuff. Don't go into Facebook groups that have nothing to do with food and start posting your food pics. This doesn't do anything. You have to know where you are and what the conversation is before you join in. So I hope this has helped you. This has been like social media, quick snippets, 101 for personal chefs. Let me know if you have any questions. You can make a comment at the bottom. I would love if you joined me in our private Facebook group, which is Elite Personal Chefs. You could just search it and then hit click to join and I'll let you in. We've got great conversation going on there, and you can always email me privately at info@stephanieheller.com. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.